The future will soon be landing in Los Angeles International Airport, which is the 6th busiest airport in the world. Managing Director of LA World Airports, Mary Grady, explains why.
If you haven't been to LAX in the last few years, you might be a little surprised at what you see. LAX is definitely changing, and it's changing for the better. We did a poll about a year ago because we wanted to know what people in Los Angeles really thought about LAX. And most of the comments, well, people support the airport and they like their airport. They did say that it needed a bit of a facelift, and we are in Hollywood, and we do know how to do a good facelift in Hollywood, so we decided it was time for LAX to really improve, to modernize, and to, improve to the point where people choose LAX when they actually have a connecting flight or if they have to spend some time at an airport. So we knew we had to do quite a bit of work. So we decided about 25 major projects that were going to be done. We're currently spending over $4 billion and creating about 40,000 jobs, which is really a phenomenal thing to do during these tough economic times, putting people to work to build the future of not only LAX, but really the future of Los Angeles. LAX is the economic engine for the city of Los Angeles. One international flight a day basically pumps about $632 million into the city of LA economy. So international travel is extremely important for LAX. But it's hard to attract international travelers when you don't have an airport that people want to spend time at or even fly through. So as part of the $4.1 billion that are being spent, we are doing a number of things. I mentioned 25 projects. The crown jewel is, of course, our brand new Tom Bradley International Terminal. That alone, $1.5 billion. 18 gates. 9 of those will be able to accommodate the big brand new generation aircraft like the Dreamliners and the A380s. This terminal is completely different than what people might have experienced at LAX before. What they did is they went out to the community and they said, when you think of Los Angeles, give us words, give us names, give us things that help us create an iconic building. And what everybody kept coming back to was the environment. And so Fentress Architects, the designer of the new terminal, created a building that makes you think of waves crashing on the ocean. And we are right on the Pacific. So that's why the design looks the way it does. But besides the curving roof, it also has glass everywhere. So when you come to Los Angeles now and you get off that plane, the first thing you're going to see, the Hollywood sign, and downtown Los Angeles, and the mountains, and depending on what time of the year you come, snow-covered mountains. So you'll arrive at the beach, you'll see snow-covered mountains, you'll see the Hollywood sign, and you'll feel welcome. And that's the goal. So that's the Tom Bradley Terminal. We're looking to open the first gate in September of 2012. The Great Hall, which is really the core of the building, will open along with the west gates about springtime 2013, and then the remainder of it will open about the end of 2013, beginning of 2014. Now, I mentioned the Great Hall. The Great Hall is massive. Amazing retail, premium dining, premium retail. The experience just in the Great Hall itself, we're afraid people won't want to leave and get on their flights. It's going to be so nice. We're creating an environment and a feeling that when you're in that Great Hall, you feel like you're in Los Angeles. It's going to have something very iconic. People remember traveling through train stations. There's always that clock. We're putting a huge clock tower in so that people can use that clock tower as that place, that meeting place. We want people to really enjoy the experience at the airport because we know people are there for hours, and we have to give them the kind of creature comforts that they need to be able to feel like it was a good experience. But that's just part of what's going on. That's some of what you see. What you don't see are things like the brand new central utility plant. It's not that exciting for most people, but if you think about it, we have to power this airport. We have to heat it. We have to cool it. The facility we had was 50 years old. It wouldn't be able to accommodate all of the new construction. So as we're building the terminal, we are building a brand new central utility plant. worth almost $300 million. We're replacing 212 elevators and escalators. We've redone a number of the terminals. Terminal 5 has been redone. Terminal 6 is being redone. Terminal 3 is going to be redone. Those are the things you can see. But here's what you don't see, and what will help people feel safer, and they'll feel more comfortable about coming to LAX. Brand new, state-of-the-art, with all the latest equipment, brand new fire station. A brand new airport response coordination center. There has to be the brain to keep that airport going and operating. The planes keep landing, they keep taking off. Somebody has to operate all that. We have a brand new coordination response center that's doing all that. Also, on the air side, you have new taxi lanes, new taxiways. We've expanded some of the runways on the south side of the airport, working with the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, new lighting systems on the runway to make it safer. So again, over $4 billion of improvements in order to modernize and to make LAX a nicer place to visit.